J&J vaccine will officially resume use in the U.S. That's our top story here on the World Update.
Now, this is the World Update with Talking Tom.
Hello and good morning, everybody. I am Talking Tom, and I want to welcome you to our first World Update. This program will showcase the top news stories from around the world in under 5 minutes. Let's get right to it. The United States will resume use of Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine, top health regulators said yesterday. Dr. Henry Bernstein was part of the CDC's advisory panel when they announced the pause that has been lifted.
This event of blood clots and low platelets is extraordinarily rare, and the benefits of the vaccine are huge.
Out of nearly 8 million people vaccinated in the U.S. before the use of the shot was suspended, health officials uncovered 15 cases of a highly usual kind of blood clot. All of them were women, with most younger than 50. 3 of them died and 7 remain hospitalized. Information sheets will now be distributed to the vaccine distributors about the potential risk of blood clots. The CDC director, Rochelle Walensky, says,
the American public should feel reassured about the safety systems and protocols that we have in place around the COVID-19 vaccines.
More protests are planned in Columbus, Ohio today after the fatal shooting of Ma'Khia Bryant a few days ago. ABC News' Trevor Ault is there.
Protesters taking to the streets each night since Bryant's death. The city's public safety director now asking for patience and empathy, saying the black community is emotionally exhausted. And in their grief, Ma'Khia Bryant's family is adamant this final incident does not define her.
She was a very loving girl. She loved her family, and her family loved her so much.
She was a black teenager seen on police body camera video wielding a knife at another girl. President Biden's infrastructure plans may have served a setback yesterday. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin said the bill should focus on conventional projects such as roads, bridges, and rails, and should be passed in a bipartisan manner.
I think this is truly a bipartisan effort. We're working in a bipartisan way to put a good infrastructure bill. We can take care of the needs of our country, and we can do it in a responsible way.
Today, though, President Joe Biden plans to follow through on a campaign pledge to formally recognize that atrocities committed against the Armenian people more than a century ago were genocide. Biden spoke to Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan yesterday, and separate statements afterward by the two governments made no mention of Biden's plan. The White House said Biden told Erdogan he wants to improve ties and find, quote, effective management of disagreements. The two also agreed to a bilateral meeting at the NATO summit in Brussels in June. And that is going to wrap it up for your World Update. I am Talking Tom. We will see you this afternoon for another report.